Hey guys, Mason here. Seeing as it's decided to snow on me again outside and things have gotten a little bit cooler, I thought maybe we'd have a look at what came in the box from Cogent. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice that last winter I placed an order with them for a full suspension system for the KLR 650. Well, it arrived, and I think it's maybe time to have a peek at what I got. Stay tuned and we'll get into it. So this is what I got, guys, the full kit. I got the DDC cartridge, the drop-in damper cartridge for the front forks, along with the front fork springs and spacers, and then I got the top adjustable compression caps, and then I got the full rear Moab Pro Series shock with a separate reservoir and the hydraulic compression adjustment, so that I can easily dial it up and down depending on whether I have my luggage fully loaded or off. Pretty cool, super excited. Thank you very much, Todd and all the guys at Cogent. Really excited to try it out. So I am about to remove the OEM suspension that has the Top Gun rear coil on it and get everything ready for the new Cogent parts to go in. There's the OEM shock out. The Top Gun rear coil has really helped it out. But I've taken this one as far as I can on the stock shock. So it's time for something a little different. Alright, let's dig out the good toys. That is not a KLR piston, by the way. So this is the Cogent Moab Pro with the hydraulic preload adjuster, and it's got the diamond coat on the main shaft. This remote preload is very cool though, especially for me because I run fully loaded and then I run empty. So empty, obviously it would be in this configuration, and then as you crank this down, I'm not sure if you guys could see it opening up here. And that, of course, is increasing spring preload. I'm going to back it off here now. And so with the gear on the bike, I should be able to wind this up and adjust my preload without having to get into knocking rings around on the main shock shaft to adjust that. So yeah. The other thing it has is rebound damping and compression damping, which is awesome because on the old shock all we get is rebound. And on most of the aftermarket shocks, that is also the same. There are a couple that do this, but their price point is about the same as the Cogent shock, but it's not custom built for you. You just guess at what you think you need and they ship it to you. These guys, you phone them and there's a whole list of stuff and you go through everything on the list and they send you a shock. It should be really close. And if there's any issues, I'm to phone them and they'll walk through it with me. But I think once they've got it this close, I should be able to figure it out from there. So, should we get it in the bike? I think this part's going to be a little bit tricky. That's my understanding anyway. We'll see how it goes. I may have to pull my swing arm. Well, we don't want to scratch it all up. It's too pretty for that. Well, there's a view you don't get very often. So all these bushings I had out and repacked in the fall before the trip. So that should all be good. A little bit of rhubarb still stuck in there from that. We got into a bit of mud for sure. I'm gonna have to find a different place for my voltage meter for sure. And this is gonna be kicked around a bit so I can still get my hand on that. So we better get this cover off. And then I think I better do that top bolt up tight so I can get this hose back on to the bottom of the airbox. This has got to go. Maybe I can work it around this side. Let's have a look. Let's get that off and see. Yeah, that's looking good actually. Nice, okay. Anyone tell me off by hand what torque spec that's supposed to be at? No? Alright, let's get the book out then. You know, sometimes I think these numbers would stick. Rear suspension. A. Tighten upper shock absorber mounting bolt to 59 Newton meters. 43 foot-pounds for us laymen. Nice. Okay. Swing arm time. I don't know, I don't mind the yellow in there, guys. What do you think? I tried to ask for a white one, but the coil strength determines the color. Kind of ties the yellow in on my ADV Addicts sticker. Yeah, I think it's alright. Not very nice out there. I gotta say, these suspension parts came in just after Christmas. And so for the last 2 months I've been listening to the guys on the KLR Delusionals chat there talking about doing their lubing up their rear suspension linkages and maintenance that needs to be done. Scratch is talking about his list of things that he can't get to because his weather's too nice. Box of Chocolates has just redone all his rear suspension linkages. Ron C's deckling up his panniers. Swanky Cat's out riding around in the snow on snowmobiles, which is just something I do not get. And Full Cypher's just disappeared off the planet actually. I think he's like mountain climbing or skiing or doing something in this. Anyway, I tend to hibernate, and listening to these guys carrying on about all the work that they want to or are doing to their bikes has really given me the itch. Things were a little busy here for a while, but this is the perfect time to get at it. Might as well be doing it now while it looks like that outside, as opposed to doing it when it looks like it's sunny outside. So yeah, anyway, I've had enough of listening to those guys carrying on about all this stuff, and I thought maybe it was time for me to get on with some of it myself. So here we are. Oh, sorry FC, got a little grease on your decal there. Alright, speaking of grease, it's time. Washer, adjuster tab, ready to go. Might as well see if we can film this struggle, eh? Lower bolt, 72 foot-pounds. actually feels really nice. From everything that I've read and what I've heard online of guys that have done this suspension upgrade, these fellas down at Cogent really know what they're doing. So when you fill out that sheet, unless you've lied about your weight or what you carry or how you ride, it should be pretty close. I think we'll tackle the front another day. I've got to get some 5-weight fork oil. The front's exciting too. We've got new springs, the drop-in damper cartridge, and the adjustable top caps. Gonna pull those out, drain them, put all the good stuff back in, load them with oil, stick them back on the bike, and it's ready to go. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that. What did I say that is? The Moab Pro? Oh, I better be sure, hang on. Moab Pro. Looking forward to test running this. But there'll be another maintenance video, at least for the front end, and we'll see how we end up. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you liked it. And as always, I will catch you on the next one. That's it for me. Bye for now.
Hey guys, if you liked that video, hit the thumbs up button for us. It goes a long way towards helping out the channel. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button in the upper corner for new videos every Sunday. Be glad to have you along for the ride.